Alright, what's going on, guys? We're still working. I gotta work on our sprayer here. So this is the boom kit we got. Pretty simple layout. Opens up, got 7 nozzles on it. Mainframe centerpiece, which mounts here. We may make some extra bracketry or whatever, but it comes with all the nozzles you need, all the hose you need, everything to make this work right. I want the bigger boom because we're going to be doing a little more spraying now again this year because we're adding another couple acres of plots to the Triple B. Plus we'll also be able to use it over there at the BMR Ranch, so Big Mike's place. It'll help us get work done faster, streamline things a little bit more. So this piece here, I got this from Farm and Fleet here in southern Wisconsin. I believe it was about $170 from what I remember. Not cheap, but not too expensive really either when you start pricing out the individual nozzles. This one comes with 7 of them. You're looking at like 40 bucks each. It's $280 in nozzles anyway, so the rest of the frame and everything is free, the way I look at it. So we're going to flip this up. I'm going to pull the wheels off of it. We're going to put it on our other frame. We'll get that frame down. We'll unstrap this unit, make sure our straps are good. And we'll strap that unit back on there, and then we're going to build our swing out booms. So hopefully we'll be able to get this done in a few hours and maybe a beer or two. It's a nice day out. Probably about 60. Time to start working on the gear. They've been sitting for a few years, so we're just going to clean up these axles. Don't have to get too carried away. The wheels have bearings in them. They're held on with an E-clip. So, see, we got a little shock absorber system here. It works fairly well, especially when you get a bunch of weight in the sprayer. So, get both sides cleaned up and go on from there. Alright, we're going to pop those wheels off, you guys. You guys can see this pretty simple layout here. I just got a big E-clip on there. Get in there with a screwdriver. Hopefully it's not rusted on, which it seems to be. So we're going to have to do a little bit. There we go. Alright. Bearing cover. With your bearing, flip this up. Slides right off. We'll do the same to the other side. We should be good. Tire looks good. Bearings are good. Put brand new bearings in this last spring, so the other side be alright. This is a brand new wheel. E-clip. This is the side that was broken. Yeah, a little bit of pressure on that one. Come. Too slow. There we go. So now we got that. We'll put this back down. Alright guys, pretty easy. Pull the wheels off on the other old unit. Polished up our axles here. We've got E-clips, we've got big washers set up. So what we're going to do, because we know our bearings are good, check them all over. We're basically going to slide this on there. You sure don't want to force none of this stuff, so. So basically, that new bearing is obviously tighter than the old ones. So, take the cover, the bearing cover. Washers over the top of it. Feed our E-clip in there. simple. Sure that E-clip's not going to come out. Perfect. Pretty simple. Did have to tap it a little bit. That means I maybe didn't have it clean enough, but we'll check the other side when we do that one. And we'll just flip it down and we'll start removing the tank and everything over there. Alright. So, got the first part done. Got me a little Miller Lite. Gonna have a little brewski here. Don't do this very often, so beer every now and then is not bad. It's what my father-in-law Dwayne tells me. So we'll have a little beer. Alright. Both wheels are on. We're gonna flip her down on her feet. Commence is starting to take off the sprayer and everything on the other unit. And decide how we're gonna mount that boom system. So stick around.
This is gonna be pretty easy, basically. You've got
a couple ratchet straps is all it is. We're going to check our bands, which everything looks really good right now. You can put new ratchet straps on if you think you have to. This unit here, figure this all out. Came up too far. Like so. It's on there pretty easy, don't it? Alright. So here's the issue. You look at this one, and you look at that one, their strap mounts are different. So, we're going to have to figure out how we're going to strap this down. We may use a different set of straps, so that's what we're going to have to figure that out. Looks like our frames are a little bit different. Not a huge issue though. We'll figure it out. So we finally did that. I ended up blocking these. Put a little block in here where the ratchet straps are. Then tighten the straps down and lock everything in with these Velcro straps. Put new ratchet straps on it. And mount them with the S-hooks down off the frame here. So now we're going to head back to the boom piece. I'm going to end up trying to figure out how I want to do that. They got it set up right now, which I'm thinking we're probably going to retain with some U-bolts on the back side here. So that looks like it's probably a pretty fair setup. And we're going to only use one of our outputs on our pump because that'll drive enough volume to spray out all 7 of these nozzles. And if not, we're going to have to modify that also. But right now, I mean, we only got about an hour and 20 minutes into this. And looks like things are going pretty well. Alright, well that spray bar came off easy. Obviously it's got the U-bolts on it like we talked about. I'm going to pull this out here now, the bigger boom, and see what kind of mounting system that they recommend. I think it's probably the same thing. It'll have a base, probably a 48-inch base centerpiece. It's got 2 spring-loaded wings that pop out. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to pop this out, show you guys that. But I'm going to keep this all intact, one piece, because it works really well. And we have to change it out quick, obviously. You just undo the hose clamp here and you can change it out real quick. So let's check out the new one.
lights from Smart Electrician. Good through March 26th. Savings are mail and rebate.
Alright, well you can see I'm under the center bar setup on it. So we're going to commence to getting the rest of this done. Show you guys how this goes together. our hoses and everything lined up. I'm going to run this final hose. One thing I did notice, these things have a clamp on them. It was done by the factory, which I consider to be junk. So, reason for that, I have one that's completely loose right here. So I will pull off one of the hose clamps on the other head. We'll put a regular hose clamp on there, a little screw set up. And keep an eye on the rest of them, obviously, throughout the usage here coming up. But other than that, pretty happy with it. It goes together fairly easy. Let's figure it out. Make sure you set your nozzles up so they don't bind. The hoses don't bind when you close them up. I'm going to run this final hose. This is our feed hose. I was actually running it off the backside, but this has actually got a hose clamp set up on it. With a 90, so I can actually run this off of the top edge of my pump and change the valve. So we will do that. That should be pretty good. I'm happy about that setup. Other than that, everything else looks really nice, really smooth. We shall see how it works here in a little bit. I gotta put my nozzles together, put my filters in, the nozzle on, the blocking system on it also. We'll do that quick.